genuine, yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline, yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah.
Hi guys, Ellen Schroeder, personal trainer and online fitness coach, and today I'm going to show you how to do one of my favorite exercises. It is pull-ups. I'm also going to share with you the most common mistakes that I see, cues to give that I'm giving clients every day in the gym, and also a progression that you can follow. And this is how I got good at pull-ups, because I love them. My favorite exercise. And why it's my favorite exercise is because it took me so long to get one. I really fought to get my first pull-up, and it's been an exercise that I've just tried to do every single day since then because I love it. It's an awesome exercise, full body exercise, and it actually works most of your back, unlike what people think where they call it an arm exercise. Your arms are secondary to the pulling that's going on with your back, which is also one of our main 6 foundational movements. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure to check out my other YouTube video going over the 6 main foundational movements that you want to base all of your workouts off, and make sure you're hitting all these main movements. So it is a pulling exercise, and I like to break them up into vertical and horizontal. So this would be a vertical pulling exercise. And there's also lots of different variations that you can do in terms of your hand grip and placement on these. So I'm going to show you a few different one of those that I like to give clients and that are my favorite. But first, the most common mistakes that I see being done with pull-ups, and that is, like I said earlier, really just forcefully using your arms a lot. So making a curling motion to where your body's away from the straps or whatever you're using, and you're not pulling straight up, and you're going out to the side when you pull so that you can see your arms here, not engaging your core, not actually utilizing your back muscles. We have way more muscles in the back, and they're also a lot bigger than just our biceps right here that a lot of people try to just curl your whole body weight. So you'll be able to actually lift yourself up utilizing more muscles and stronger ones than just relying on your biceps right here. Now, this group right here, or this variation and hold right here with these suspension straps, is a neutral grip. So that is palms facing in towards each other. This also adds a little bit more of a challenge because since these aren't a secure object, you're having to use a lot more of your stabilizer muscles and core strength to not try and swing. So a little bit more advanced if you're going to use straps like this, but also still beneficial, and you can do the progressions using straps like this as well. Now, the proper way to do a pull-up, and we're going with the neutral grip right here on these suspension straps, is going to be to, one, arch my upper back. So this is going to help put me in a position to actually use my back muscles by arching my upper back, so that way I can bring my shoulder blades together. That's what's going to initiate my pull, squeezing my shoulder blades together, and then utilizing my lats right here. And so something I like to tell clients is to squeeze my finger if I put it right here on their back, or pretend like you're trying to squeeze a pencil there, and then also bring your elbows right down to your sides. So even if you're going neutral grip, it's still going to come right here, chest goes straight up, elbows to the sides. If you're going wide grip, then it's going to go right here versus here where you're pulling yourself away from the bar. You want to pull yourself straight up to the bar or the straps. So even neutral grip right here, I'm arching in my upper back and my elbows are coming right down to my sides. So here is what it looks like properly. So arching in my upper back, going straight up, and I'm keeping my core engaged, and I'm also getting that full range of motion coming all the way down. Now I'm not letting my shoulders get out of their socket to where then my lats are no longer engaged, and I'm totally relaxed here. So my shoulders are in socket, and then I initiate the pull right there. So there is the proper variation to do using these straps. Now I'll go ahead and give you some progressions that you can follow. Now the first progression I like to give is an eccentric. So that is the lengthening of the muscles, the lowering portion of a pull-up, because the concentric, the hard part, is pulling yourself up, right? We're not probably going to start there if you aren't able to just naturally have that body strength or know how to do it. So if we're not able to pull ourselves all the way up, our starting point is going to be getting stronger in the eccentric. So no matter how you get up there, you can jump up there. If you're short like me, maybe you got to grab a step stool. Nothing wrong with that. I'm proud of step stools, or climbing on counters, whatever you got to do, right? So you start by getting up at the top and then lowering down. And now if you've seen my push-up video, you can go ahead and click on it right here if you haven't. But if you've seen my push-up video, you know that this is the same progression I've explained there, because it's a great progression to follow with eccentrics, with iso holds, with any intensifier you want to add, all to get stronger at that concentric part. So the first thing is working on the eccentric. You want to start and jump all the way up at the top and then lower all the way down and control the movement down, keeping all the cues. So keeping my core engaged and making sure to utilize my back muscles while I'm getting stronger at the eccentric portion. So jumping all the way up to the top, my back muscles are engaged, and then I'm going to try and lower 4 to 6 seconds, a continuous lowering. 3, 4, 5, all the way down. And then I get back up however I want to, right here. So I'm jumping up at the top, core tight to help not swing, keeping my back muscles engaged, and lowering the same pace all the way down. So you can do that in whatever step and rep schemes you have. I actually have a pull-up progression, and you can find it right here. If you click on this link, you'll be able to get my pull-up progression where I'm going over all of these movements with the intensifiers. So eccentrics is the first one. The next one after the eccentric, I like to give iso holds. Just like what it sounds like, an isometric, not moving, holding contracted position. So that would be jumping up to the top and then just holding for a set amount of time. And I'm not just up here mindlessly. I'm thinking about my back muscles that are squeezed together, keeping my elbows in tight, my core is engaged, and I'm focusing on my breathing, even though I'm talking. So maybe you're up there and you start out by holding it as long as you can. Or maybe you're a little bit stronger, you've been doing these eccentrics, and so you can hold yourself up there for 5 to 10 seconds. So you do a couple sets of those. Whatever you do, and if you need an example, you can follow this progression that I provided. Whatever you do is going to get you stronger. Just keep doing it and focus on those muscles that you're using. And then the next part of the progression that I like to give is going off of sub-max reps and max reps. So max reps, just like what it sounds like, max. Failure, going until you cannot go anymore. That doesn't mean when you give up and you mentally feel like you can't go. It means when your body physically gives out and you cannot do another rep. So when I train my clients and when I'm standing right next to them and they give me their last couple grinder sets, if we're going for max reps or till failure, maybe their last couple reps look like this. And they're like, oh, I can barely get that one. And they want to stop after that. And I'm like, no, go again. And then their last rep is like, and then they're here and they're stuck and then they can't go anymore. That is max reps. So you wouldn't count the last one not completed, but that is how you know that you can't go anymore. That's how you know where your limits are. That's how you truly know your max reps, is when you end on the failed rep. And so that is going max reps. Now what's going sub-max reps? Sub is when I say leaving 1 to 2 left in the tank. So if I know my max reps, and this is something that you know from practice, from experience, from putting in the reps and reps and reps. So if I know that my max reps is around 10 to 12 reps, then while also getting in tune with my body and feeling it out, sub-max reps might be 8 or 9. So I'm leaving 1 to 2 in there. Maybe on some days when I'm feeling super extra strong and I've been fed really well, maybe my sub-max, based off how I'm feeling, is like 11 or 12. Like I'm like, okay, I'm not as tired, or it's the first set, or I haven't worked out already, or whatever, just depending on where this pull-up progression is within your workout. Your strength might be a little bit different. So it's also helping build that body-mind-muscle connection, knowing where your sub-max is. It's not going to be the same every day or every time, and it's helping you get more in tune with your body and your strength. So sub-max leaving 1 to 2 in the tank, max reps going to failure. And that is my how-to pull-up tutorial, as well as cues and progressions you can follow. If you got anything out of this video, or you know a friend who wants to work on their pull-ups, I'd love if you would share it. Make sure to show me some love and give some likes. Thanks for watching.
Oh yeah, you know me, I have only